Now, I mentioned the Guardian newspaper. They've made a big song and dance about leaving X. They said that was because the platform was full of disinformation and misinformation. Well, it's the Guardian that has had to issue a fulsome apology for disinformation, misinformation. The apology has been to you, Douglas, and from what I understand, a big fat check as well, because they falsely accused you of supporting violent racist attacks during anti-immigration protests in the UK last year. Tell me about this case, and just before you do, if I could just read from one of the court documents. This is about as comprehensive an apology as one could find. The defendant, through me, apologises unreservedly to Mr Murray and is pleased to set the record straight. It acknowledges that the allegations were false and has agreed to pay substantial damages. Douglas, congratulations on the victory. How did this come about?
Well, it came about because the journalist in question, a man called Kenan Malik, wrote an article last summer at a very heated and worrying time in the UK, which simply lied about me, simply spread falsehoods about me. And, if you're in any kind of public life, you have to get used to quite a lot of rough and tumble. And when you think of reaching for the lawyers, then it's usually quite it's quite rare, I think, that people actually, certainly people like me, feel the need to do that. But on this occasion, the column that the Observer published was so gratuitously false and untrue and so libellous and damaging, actually. That I decided I had to take action. I'm no fan of the Guardian newspaper group. I think that they have, whilst they pretend that they are the sort of sole arbiters of what is true, I think they spread an awful amount of falsehood. But this was so flagrantly false and demonstrably, provably false, that I did take action. And they tried to defend themselves a bit, but it was completely impossible for them to defend the sloppy journalist, Kenan Malik, and his incredibly sloppy and vituperative journalism. And yes, they had to make a full apology, as you saw at the court in London this week, promise not to repeat the charges and pay what they call substantial damages, as well as legal costs. I just think it's very important that people remember that it's, to use a phrase that The Guardian is fond of, a comment is free. Comment is free, but facts should be sacred. And it's not the case that writers for the Guardian newspaper group should simply be allowed to make up things, make up facts, lie, falsify information, and get away with it. So I'm very pleased that for once, the Observer, the Guardian newspaper group, have been held to rights. I wish it would happen more often, frankly.
Congratulations from everyone in Australia. I'll speak on behalf of the country. Douglas Murray, thank you so much for your time tonight.
It's a great pleasure. Thank you.